Hello, everybody. Welcome to my next video for my channel. Now, this is going to be a new series along with the other series that I'm having, but this one we'll be exploring Flare. Now, Flare is one of my favorite layer ones, to be honest with you, just because of the infrastructure they're building out and the potential they have. I mean, those of you that are familiar with XRP-Fi should be aware of Flare, in my honest opinion. I mean, initially when Flare launched as Spark, they were launched as a project to work in tandem with the XRP ledger. So now Flare has distinguished itself as Flare other than Spark, and the technology that they are building out is just breathtaking, in my honest opinion. Um, in this series, we're going to explore Flare. We're going to show how to navigate Flare. We're going to look into some strategies with Flare, how to basically become a Flare expert. I mean, let's already start with something here. Let's look here. Flare coins itself as the blockchain for data. Now, data in itself is gold. I mean, it's data is very expensive, and they say it's the new liquid gold or something. I forgot how the term was coined or what the term is, but if you know, you know what I mean by that. It's something about recording these YouTube videos and losing my train of thought. But we can already see that Flare has all these amazing partnerships here. They have amazing technology. I mean, look at this foundational technology that they have. They have enshrined data protocols, which means that these protocols are built into the network itself. It's the EVM, so it's compatible with other Ethereum layer ones, and it's using Solidity. I mean, built using Solidity, and there's plus more. I mean, Flare has its Flare stake, which requires you to. I'll get into more details later about that, but you need a minimum of at least 50,000 Flare to stake, and you will be staking to Flare's P chain, which is its um, Flare's P chain is the. Actually, let's just look that up because I think it's the program chain. I don't want to get it wrong. So the Flare P chain, or the platform chain, is a core component of the Flare network, responsible for managing staking and reward distribution among validators. The validators, what is that? Well, for Flare itself, we have, not we, sorry, there's these validators that basically secure the network and help the network run. Now, you as a staker, you basically are staking your Flare as a backing to support the said validator. Like I said, I'll get into more details later, but let's just continue looking into what all Flare has to offer. So, one thing that I mentioned about XRP-Fi and why it's so beneficial is because Flare is unlocking smart contract functionality for XRP. That's a big deal. It's a big deal because if you own XRP, you currently know you can't do anything with your XRP. It's just sitting in whatever location you have it stored in. But with the ability to now leverage your XRP, stake it, bring Flare bringing the smart contract functionality just unlocks a whole new alleyway for XRP to go down. So if you look here, new use cases, F assets, securely explore XRP-Fi, soon to be Bitcoin-Fi, Doge-Fi. We have the Enshrined Data Protocols, which is the Flare data connector, which basically allows you to query Web2 data, which is current internet infrastructure. Think of your Stack Overflow or Facebook, Instagram. Those are Web2 companies or platforms. You have the Flare Time Series Oracle. Now, this is another beneficial feature to Flare compared to other UVMs or networks. So, the oracles are built into the network itself, meaning that Flare does not rely on any third parties or any other um, protocols or networks to get their data. It's all built into the network itself. So if one goes down, you still have verifiable data that's going to be accurate. And we have more information. I mean, Vivo Power and Flare, they just had a partnership, definitive strategic partnership to deploy 100 million US dollars in XRP for institutional yield. That just shows like the big dogs are jumping in and they know what's going on and they're not sleeping on it. And neither should you. And also, this is not financial advice. Just have to throw that in there. So, as we scroll down, we see Flare has a average 2-second block time with a single slot finality. Let's see what single slot finality means. So, single slot finality is when something takes about 15 minutes for an Ethereum block to finalize. However, we can make Ethereum's consensus mechanism validate blocks more efficiently and decrease time to finality dramatically. Instead of waiting 15 minutes, blocks could get proposed and finalized in the same slot. So that just means that there's no time waiting for a block to be finalized. Still need to understand what this means. So finality in Ethereum proof of stake based consensus mechanism. Finality refers to the guarantee that a block cannot be altered or removed from the blockchain without burning at least 33% of the total staked Ethereum. This is a crypto economic security because confidence comes from the extremely high cost associated with changing the order or content of the chain that would prevent any rational economic actor from trying it. So finality just means the time the block becomes final. And if we'll do some more research on a simple way of summarizing this. Let's try to go to let's see here. Let's see what we have. We'll just use the free version and check it out. See what this means. So finality means that the block or set of transactions is permanently part of the blockchain. It cannot be changed or undone. Right now, this process takes about 15 minutes. Like saying we're 100%. That's like saying we're 100% sure this transaction is locked in, but it takes a while to be certain. SSF is an upgrade where blocks become final right away. It's in the same slot they are created. So instead of waiting 15 minutes for your transaction to be definitely final, You only wait about 12 seconds. Cool. So it just speeds up the block time post for the transactions at that moment. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. That's fast for Flare. As you can see, blocks are already being added by this second. Flare is decentralized. There's over 100 data providers, but they have this metric here for just 100. And if you want to find more details on the data providers, there's a nice site called Flare Metrics. Flare Metrics will show you interesting details about what's going on in the Flare space for the validators, which we were talking about earlier. Now, it's secure. 67% of Flare is staked, the entire supply. 80% is from the community. Now, we'll be touching on more things here. I just wanted to kind of talk about some things with Flare and why I'm interested in it. We'll be looking into what the Flare P chain is. We'll be looking into multiple things here. So I'm excited. Hope you guys are as well. Look forward to sharing more.